20 years ago, I was on a reality show. I was one of the first gay people in the world to get married on TV. I didn't just want to have a free, fabulous wedding. Weddings are so expensive. I wanted to take part in making different normal. I got to celebrate my love story publicly, and everyone was invited. I was surprised by all the fan mail and recognition. It was so confidence building to feel such possibility and hope. But then, that celebration, it started to sting. Because I noticed so many LGBTQ plus people having a very different experience than I was. Like in the schools that I was working in as a teacher, I saw my colleagues, students, and families facing such confrontation and harsh words when all they wanted was to be included the same as everyone else. Or when we'd put up rainbows to feel safe and welcome, they'd say we were rubbing it in their faces or recruiting. That's when I realized there is still lots of work that needs to be done. And queer inclusion, it became my life's work. Because inclusion, it's still not universal. Not in lots of countries, communities, companies, schools, or even sports, especially when it comes to transgender and non-binary folks. Sometimes, LGBTQ people, we're painted as a threat. Yet, I'm convinced, after decades of doing this work in schools, and now guiding communities and organizations, that queer people, we're a vital part of humanity's way forward. The term queer, it includes everyone who is gender diverse or who isn't exclusively straight. And when I talk about the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, two-spirit, intersex, and asexual experience, you know what so many people want to hear about? The discrimination. But the thing is, queer people, we are so much more than what has been done to us. We are gifts, here to teach the world to live boldly and freely. I travel across the country, helping people see inclusion as a way to amplify excellence, reach our full potential together. Imagine building a beautiful puzzle and leaving some pieces out. It doesn't work. My friend says that I teach people how to be nice to queer people. So I'm here to ask everyone to jump on board. In my work, I spend so much time debunking misinformation, like that being queer is something new, when queer history, it exists all over the world. In Hawaii, before the European ships arrived, gay lovers, aikane, they were cherished. In Indonesia, they've long had terms for gender diverse people woven into local languages. In northern Alberta, Mikitsu Cree knowledge keeper Marie Martin, she taught me that being two-spirit means honoring the fluidity of someone's sexuality and gender along with their connection to the spirit world. It was in that community that I met the most beautiful elder. She took my hands and looked deep into my eyes and said, "You are a gift." There I was teaching them what all the letters in 2SLGBTQIA mean, but she was the one who was actually teaching me. This was a huge shift for me. Until then, I thought I was working to be the same as everyone. But then I finally realized, yes, being different, it's a gift. We don't need to get our priorities straight. We're ready to get our priorities queer. Have the guts, the courage to see us as gifts. Because when you do, then you can learn LGBTQ life lessons too. Like how good it can feel to bust out of normal. I stopped dancing and talking about flowers, things I loved very much, because I was told boys don't like that stuff. Maybe you are forced to let go of things you love too, like the toys you played with, how to behave, how to dress, or even who you could marry. By embracing change, we help the people we love become themselves. Because so many people are holding back right now. There was this poll done by Ipsos across 30 countries. They found that on average, 9% of adults self-identify as not exclusively straight and gender diverse. Now, if we extend that average across the planet, that means there could be 700 million of us. Imagine if all those people were celebrated just as much as everyone else. I thought I was broken. Nobody told me, queer people, we've always been here. Because so often, queer history or anything that might seem queer is downplayed, erased, ignored. For example, maybe you heard of Tchaikovsky, the composer of Swan Lake, but not that he left behind love letters to men. Or maybe you know Josephine Baker, the first black woman on film, but not that she was openly bisexual and spent time with another bi icon, Frida Kahlo. Or maybe you've heard of Alan Turing, the father of modern computing, who helped end World War II. But not that he was persecuted horribly by the same government that he helped save just for being gay. For all those people and so many more, it's as if their experience of being different helped them see possibility when others just couldn't. Yet queer stories are so often left out, even though they give us clues on how to solve the challenges of our times. Because innovation, new ideas, they rarely come from conformity. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should be queer, although it would be awesome. I'm saying that lots of people are missing out. I was giving my workshop, my usual include people talk, in another rural Canadian town. And I watched as a room of crossed arms started to uncross, and hardened eyes, they started to soften. At break, one of the participants, he was probably in his late 60s. He had this amazing beard. He stomps up to me, his face all scrunched up. So I prepared myself for anger. It happens in my work. And he says, "You're the only person I've ever told I'm gay. Ever." They weren't tears of anger in his eyes. They were tears of regret. This work is real life. Maybe you have community members or co-workers who are holding back too. And the thing is that by including us, you can actually make all lives better. There was research done by the University of British Columbia School of Nursing, And they found that making schools safer for queer kids, it actually makes schools safer for all kids. And Cambridge University Press research, they found that well-designed, open-concept, single-stall, gender-free washrooms, well, they can increase privacy, increase safety, and get this, reduce waiting times. Come on, everybody can get behind shorter bathroom lines, right? Yeah. Another gift, it's how much joy we bring into the world. It's our secret weapon. It's why I have such a fabulous collection of Speedos. I bring fun on every adventure. For centuries, we've escaped underground to be ourselves and find freedom. There is this beautiful, special joy that comes from dancing with the ones you love without feeling afraid. You think drag, it's just about looking gorgeous? No, it's about celebration to survive. Some people, they've always been coming for us, but they'll never steal our joy. Maybe you need more joy in your life too. Who doesn't? Learn from us how to love the person that you really are, rather than whatever they've been trying to convince you to be instead. Speaking of good times, I actually got married twice. My favorite part of my vows was when I promised my husband Sven that his joy, it would always be my joy. Our time together today, it's not about weddings though. It's about giving the gift of joy to everyone. We all need a future where every identity is valued. Please, do something in your community or your workplace to include us more. Or better yet, amplify our contributions. Because inclusion, it's about opening a gift. The best part of a gift isn't receiving one, it's giving it. Most of you know how great it can feel to freely be yourself. Imagine giving that gift to everyone you meet, queer or not. We've always been expected to see everyone else as a gift. It's time for that love to go both ways. Thank you.